Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today is Wednesday, March 11th, which means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is Top 5 Favorite Books That Made You Think. And unfortunately, the majority of the books that make me think are kind of sad, depressing, and or deal with death. Some of these I read a while ago, some of them I read for school, others I absolutely adore. You'll see why when I get there. So, let's get started. In spot number 5 is Frozen Fire by Tim Bowler. I read this like 2010, 2011, something like that. I found it in Barnes & Noble, and the cover looked interesting, and the synopsis was intriguing, so I read it. And it was very, very confusing. It's sort of like a psychological thriller type of book. Like, you have a mystery and then this strange person sort of materializes, so like out of nowhere. And although I haven't read it in a very long time, I remember spending a few hours after finishing it just kind of staring at it and wondering what happened, like what I digested, because it was just so weird. In spot number 4 is The Giver by Lois Lowry. I read this for school, I think in 8th grade, some point in middle school. We read it for school, and obviously when you read a book for school, there's a lot of analyzing, there's a lot of looking for themes and sort of diving deep into literature, and obviously comes part of it, writing an essay. So I had a lot of time to think about this book, and I was just so overwhelmed by it. Like, at the time, I remember wanting to read it over again, even though I'd finished it, because I felt like there was still more that I could take from it. In spot number 3 is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I've talked about this a few times, particularly the story of how in 8th grade I was bawling my eyes out in my choir room reading this book. And just by that, I feel like I spent a while recovering from this book. Suicide is a very touchy subject for me, but not in the way that it makes me want to step away from books that include it, in a way that attracts me to books dealing with it. This book was pretty much the first book that I read of a character who, not someone who thought these types of things. And it hit me really, really hard. In spot number 2 is Falling Into Place by Amy Zhang. I read this last year in November, I think. And again, sort of similar to 13 Reasons Why, except this one is not carried out all the way. I mean, you sort of get the aftermath of someone trying to commit suicide, how not only does it affect the person, but the people around that person. It was glorious, and I absolutely love this book. It's written very subtly, but at the same time, you get immersed into it, and at the end, it just kind of packs a punch. And it's from a very weird narrator perspective that I never thought a book would be written from. And I just had to sit and digest it after I finished it, and I'm glad I have a review for it. If you'd like to check that out, I will leave that in the description box, because it explains all of my thoughts. And in spot number 1, you guys are probably tired of me mentioning this book, but I don't care. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Aligre Sans. How to explain how this book made me feel? First and foremost, the most important part for me about this topic, like the connection to this topic, is the universe part. the connection and all the secrets of the universe. That specific plot line, plot segment, I don't even know what to call it, resonates so much within me and my character and pretty much my immediate family. I am not religious. I am a spiritual person, as well as speaking of sacred geometry and universe and how it's an entity and crystal healing. I'm probably oversharing, but it has to do with why I picked it. Having a book talk about the secrets of the universe was sort of satisfying in a way. I mean, it's not the secrets that I have found of the universe. Definitely not. It's not the same, but it mentions it as a thing, as a working body, as something that keeps secrets, that has secrets. And it was just so warm and fuzzy feeling. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm sure people who are Christian, when they read books with a character who is Christian, they feel identified. I would guess so. And so that part of my personality and my beliefs has never actually been represented by any books until this one. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your top 5 books that made you think and what thoughts came from that thinking. Let me know what you think of my picks. Let me know what you think of my comments. I feel like I overshared a little bit, but hey, I'm sharing myself and my love of books, and talking about myself is part of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!